And good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Tuesday morning. Little catch here. Little catch 22 here. Because we recorded this yesterday. Because my internet died literally before I was going live with this. So we recorded this yesterday. So we're not technically live. But I'm going to do some voiceovers on top of it. Because I didn't bother talking through the whole playthrough. Because why would I talk to myself? Just didn't make any sense. Why would I deliberately talk to myself for an hour and a half while playing through this game? So anyways, this one is the Nintendo Entertainment System version of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. This one came out on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1990, apparently. I didn't play it till sometime in the 2000s, when I was at my friend Joe's house, and it was just like, I saw it on the shelf going, is this actually a real game? Because I had never seen this one. I always only had ever played the Capcom version, so that's what we were playing. And that's what we would play. So that's why. So with no further ado, I gotta do caution you guys again. We do have the Game Genie cheat codes up on this thing on the emulator, just so we can get through it and everything else. So yeah, if you're wondering why we're not taking damage, it's just because we're lucky. No, honestly, no. It's not like that. It's not like that. We have the cheat codes on. I have the unlimited. I don't take damage, and I have the limited ammo, so I can just shoot like a gun-toting fool. All right, without further ado, let's get into this and have some fun with it. But yes, like I said, I had never played this one, so it was just like, okay, hadn't existed. And I went to my friend Joe's house, and it was like he was on the shelf, and I had a white label, like going, this isn't the Capcom version. So it turns out Taxan went out of business shortly after they made this game, and so the development team that worked on it wound up going to Capcom and finishing up the second game. So the Atlantis project, which I'm so used to seeing, and that's one I used to play anyways, but that's the one we rented from Thomas Home Video all the time. That was the one we got. So that's why I know that one. And of course, then when Blockbuster Video and everything came out, all games were over in Thomas Video. Good morning, TJ. But yeah, so we're not playing live right now, guys, but I'm going to do some voiceovers this morning between things, because it's like, well, I just feel bad, because I didn't do any voiceovers yesterday. I went live to go play with it on the internet, and it's like, then the internet died. It was down for a couple hours, because they dug up something up the street here and knocked the cables out. But yes, hope everybody's having fun and staying out of trouble. We're doing Duke, we're doing our good old friend Snake Eyes. No Scarlet in this game, which kind of ticked me off. Mind you, it was back, you know, it was in the early 90s. These games were not geared for both sexes. They were geared for boys and their toys. I get it. But yes, the cheats are active, in case you're wondering why we're just like gun-toting maniacs. Cheats are active. You don't start off with this crazy bullets. You definitely do not start with that many bullets. Or this amped up with guns, that's for sure. Over warplanes. Yeah, so the only way I can die in this game, which I actually do die a couple times. I recorded this yesterday when my internet went off. Like, I literally was going to go live, and the internet went off, so it was like, okay. There we go. my question about this game was always, okay, so did the guys that made the Ninja Turtle game get the idea to plant bombs on that awful stage in that Ninja Turtle game? You know which one I'm talking about because of this game? Or did they have the idea first? Or actually, I guess in the Ninja Turtle game, you're actually technically disarming the bombs, but still. If you played that Ninja Turtle game, you know what level I'm talking about. It's just such an unforgiving level. I don't think we ever got past it without the game genie. Mission 1-3 is done. Cobra's minions. Not sure which one. But now we're running out of the jungle as fast as possible. Back in the good old days when battery packs and save games were not always a luxury game companies wanted to put in, so you wind up with really long passwords. Kids these days don't have a clue how good they have it. And of course, when these batteries in the battery packs died, you couldn't save your games anymore. So my SNK copy of Baseball Stars, the original one from the Nintendo, is no longer working. I really gotta find somebody that can repair those things and put new batteries in it so I can play it again. Just on the actual cartridge form. I can play the emulator anytime. Plus, I think it's on the SNK collection as well. We'll have to try that out again sometime soon. Commander Retro, good morning as well. We're doing well, Sean. Yeah, so it is G.I. Joe week. We are playing through these games, although today right now you're watching a replay of what I recorded yesterday. I didn't do voiceover for it yesterday because, obviously, I wasn't live. I wasn't going to talk for an hour to myself. My internet was down, and like literally, we were going to go live. We went live at 9:27 a.m. yesterday morning, and about 9:28, 9:29, somebody up the street was digging up something, and they cut the cable lines. They cut the cable lines. They cut the phone lines, apparently. So people in this area were not happy for most of the morning and most of the afternoon. I got today off work. That was okay. I was still getting work, but still. I didn't have to answer all the calls and everything else, because I obviously couldn't. But yes, we do have cheats on in case you're wondering why is he not taking any damage. We have the cheats on, we have the Game Genie codes on the emulator. Running so we don't take damage, and we have unlimited bullets. I think I put the jump power up a little higher, too. Jump a little higher. Some of the characters, you just can't jump high with it all. But mission 2 is done. Now, of course, this is back in the day before they had strategy guides and everything else too. So you pretty much had to go through these games knowing where you were going, or have some buddies that had played these parts and like walk you through things. You'll see that at some points later on, I kind of pause. I don't really pause the game, but I stop moving because I'm looking at another video to find out where the heck I have to go in the level. That's the other thing that bugged me all the time about these games like this, these timers and everything else. Because the timers were never really going off. Like, because you see it later on in the one level, I swear I should have died. They should have made me restart the whole entire level. Because I couldn't get going past the one thing. And I set some bombs, and then like, the timer did not go off or anything. They all just both set at the same time. I really wish you could fly this thing. We can't fly it, but the bad guys can. Case in point, like, see the timer on that bomb should probably be going off. It should be saying, yeah, you're about to die. But it's not, so there's no real peril here. Unless the Game Genie turns off the timers, I don't know. One of the little bonus features because you turned on infinite health. You can't die because of the timers? All the treadmills. Factory tracks, I guess, technically. Well, it's a 2D game, but it let these guys go work, operate in 4D, so go figure. But see, the timer's having, well, this one it makes sense. I just set this one to 500, but the other one should be blowing off any time now. Yeah, the timers are stuck, too. So that must be one of the other things that the Game Genie did. The codes. Turning in infinite health on. Those timers should be going off to pull me up. I wasn't exactly moving too fast on this level. Again, I didn't know where I was going. But now the bombs are all set, and we can get out of here. And on to the next stage. thinking I'm gonna have to split up Operation Blackout and Rise of the Cobra are pretty long games. I was watching somebody's playthrough yesterday, and it was like, okay, this thing is like 9 hours long. So if they get it at 9 hours, and they probably edited their playthrough, so it's probably going to be, honestly, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 parts. So G.I. Joe Week might turn into part 1 and part 2. Just to get through Operation Blackout and Rise of Cobra, because I know Operation Blackout, as long as I played it, which I think I played it for the first 4 stages, it was like almost 2.5 hours. Just to get through those first 4 stages. Like I said, you can't die unless you fall off the map, which I just did. Again. Yeah, this was not my finest moment in this video game. Probably a good thing that the mic was off. Might have to get a Stu swear jar. There's your code for beating level 3. That was technically level 3. That was the third part of level 3. That's level 2 anyways. Now we're on the third mission. Which I'm still not sure. Cobra's got all of this kind of money. I think they would have found better ways to, you know, light up places. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark and spooky down here? Again, thanks everybody for watching the replay on your Tuesday. Appreciate it. Snake Eyes gets through that mission alive. Or as the leader anyways. miss this level. I get lost in this level. This is where you actually see me stop. I'll just stand in the same spot for a good minute and a half. You're trying to look for this where I have to go because I can't find the way to throw back the one bomb. Meanwhile, it was right in front of me the whole darn time. That we are, Wong, that we are. How you doing this morning, sir? How you feeling? I take it you're at home, resting, or you're at school? I think I labeled it as a rerun, didn't I? We actually disconnected the stream at some point again. So the video is replay. I'm actually in the background doing some voiceover, so because I didn't talk through this yesterday at all. So what happened yesterday is I dropped the internet at like at 9:26. I went live at 9:27, 9:29, 9:28, somewhere in there. I lost the internet connection until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I figured it was safer to label it as a rerun, but people are still watching, so thanks for hanging out. Yeah. I'm live in the background, but you're watching me play this game yesterday. And so this is pretty much where I get stuck and look for it. Because I can't figure out how to get down below here. And literally, it's like literally right there in front of me. Show me your beautiful face. Well, let's see what we can do here. Can I do that? I should be able to do that. Sideways. I gotta fix that. Do I have a green shirt on? That would be horrible, yes. I don't have a green shirt on today, but you know. Ren's behind me sleeping, so I'm gonna take myself off the camera again. Anybody got an idea why that Logicam was going sideways every time I turn it back on? Even though it's facing the other way like it's supposed to be. But appreciate that help. I know I gotta get a new camera and all, but still. I hate being sick. Yeah, the little ones are sick too. Well, they're not little anymore. The 14-year-old and the 10-year-old are both sick. Well, he's not 14 for 2 weeks and stuff. My little boy's not so little anymore. Look at this, almost 2 years. 2 years in December, jeez. I couldn't figure out how to get to that one. And literally, it is right in front of my face. I just had to figure out how to get to it, but I couldn't. And again, these games are from back in the days when you didn't have strategy guides. You had Nintendo Power that came out once a month and hoped they had the maps in for the game you were playing. When I post this to YouTube, I gotta credit the guy that made the walkthrough I followed here to get through this marathon. Yep. exactly. Okay, so I want to say this is like a drill bit kind of tank thing, so we can drill through walls, but we can't drill through walls, so I'm not sure what to call this thing. See, I can get there, but I can't get over there. But I can get this one. You'll see some awkward pauses suddenly in the game too. Because again, like I've said, I couldn't figure out how to get across to the other bomb site to activate the bomb to blow the base. So I just kind of sit there for a few seconds. I'm watching a video on YouTube how to figure it. I would think if you're not feeling that great, sir, I think it's best to take the night off. I would take the night off anyways. Play without it in the video. Well, would you rather me sit here and do nothing for 20 minutes while I'm trying to figure out how to get past this level, or would you actually like to see the end of the level, sir? That is my question. Both. See, that's that same answer, the same quandary, and the same dilemma I had. Of our YouTube, if you're not following our YouTube, here's the link in the chat again, guys and gals, to come over there and have some fun with us on the YouTube side. We do post some videos. We don't usually post. We don't post live streams. We do some content just strictly off stream as well. We go directly to YouTube with. Wednesday night, we're doing Red Dead Redemption over on YouTube exclusively, just to see something. You already subscribed to the YouTube? Yes, you are, sir. We appreciate it. You're one of the first ones. Now we're up over 5,300 the last time I looked. Love to get to 6,000 by the end of the year. But I don't think that's going to happen. It kind of goes in spurts over there. Yes, we started Red Dead Redemption on Sunday night. We should air the replay of that here for this week, too. So you guys can watch that. With that, and again, thanks to CastVPA Games for suggesting that. Now, Wong. No need to yell in chat. You have to make your intro with one of those Marvel sparkle circles. As you go with Wong, so we can bring with the clip from Wong or something, from one of the Doctor Strange or something. Unless you want to keep it and everything else. You have to express yourself. Yes, no problem. I understand that. Yeah, here's where I'm just like, how do I get out of this part? Yep. Exactly. Yeah, well, I gotta redo the bot. We're gonna move everything over to Firebot this week. Because it keeps, every time Mix It Up app updates now, it takes out the overlay. redo it all in Firebot. So we'll do that this week. Oh yeah, it's the G.I. Joe train that likes to grab you, and the Cobra train that likes to just grab you and shake you and do nothing else but throw you against the wall here. No worries, no. I'll reach out to Castle, I'll reach out to somebody else if I get stuck, but I know how to do it. Just take a matter of taking the time and doing it this week. So we'll do that. You about to watch Smile again? Or didn't you watch it Sunday night? You can watch all the spooky movies you want, sir. Haven't seen it yet? Okay. They did make a sequel. I think it's out now, or it's coming out very shortly, too. Excuse me. I better not be getting sick. I will make you sit in the chair and watch it with me? Oh, jeez. Goodness gracious. Great. We're gonna get spooked out. We're gonna get our spook on. I'll tell you, they're there now. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. Then we got the vulture thing like flying around behind us now. Provide the snacks to the movie? Alright. Good plan. Now you provide the plane ticket, alright. Just warning you, it's nice and cold up here now. Things have really cooled off this week. Went from a high of 22 Celsius to a high of 14 overnight. And that's your AccuWeather forecast for today. Mixture of sun and clouds, a high of 14. So, might want to leave the shorts back at home today. Is this a racing car? Is it a speed racer? Is it a tank? Is it just somebody having way too much fun with the G.I. Joe toy box? Yeah, I hope not. Yeah. Milton's not sounding good. Again, thanks everybody for watching this morning, wherever you're watching from. You are watching a replay of me play yesterday, but I am doing live voice commentary, so I labeled it as a replay just to cover our butts. I lost the internet, like, I want to say, geez, a minute after going live yesterday morning. So I just I had it to OBS running, everything else was running, so I just figured to record playing it. Just play it back for you guys today. Sorry, it's sloppy gameplay. We do have the Game Genie cheats enabled on it, so I can get through it. Ish. That is not good. Category 5's anything's not good. Matters of 6. Mother Nature be all kinds of angry. Text for sushi is okay. Alright, yes, we'll definitely do that. Mission's complete. There's your password in case you want to play this yourself. You almost made it look too easy. I don't think so. Alright, now there, Wong, I challenge you to go play this game without the cheats on and tell me how far you get. You'll beat the game? Alright. Yeah, definitely getting the Contra vibe in this game in various parts. But again, I guess it's just the style of games that came out back in the 90s. Like this, they're all looking like a dime a dozen, like the same sort of thing. Some had licensed characters to things, other things didn't have licensed stuff. These are your help guide, yeah, well then you'd be fine. Well, back in the 90s, we didn't have this option to watch YouTube videos on how to walk through things, so... The advent of the Game Genie was a lifesaver. Prevented a bunch of controller tosses, that's for sure. Followed by controller smashes. Back in those days, this would have been the $10 pay-per-view money. Rent the game from wherever. You guys had something called pizza? Yeah. Those were the good old days. The guys who are asking, we use RetroArch in the back end, with LaunchBox in the front end. And then RetroArch, you can actually use the cheat function to turn on various things and turn off various things. Wish you could see your cat? Well, you could send me a picture. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't, because you can email me a picture of it. It's like, well, you could always just email us a picture in the Discord, or message us a picture in the Discord. Someone slept like a baby last night because of Tylenol and everything else? No medicine in you, he went solo? Okay. Well, you were just tired. Your body needed to rest. Yeah, it sounds like my son's got my dreaded ear infection trait around this time of year. Excuse me. That thing is you always lay in bed if you're sick. I can't lay down for that long. I have to get up and do things. Or at least sit up in a chair or something. Bomb planted. Somebody tell Nintendo we're playing emulated ROMs, alright? As far as they know, we're playing it off the cartridge. Just fine. So are you buying Call of Duty Noah, or are you gonna get something else? I debated about buying hockey and then changed my mind. I was like, I'm gonna play hockey, I might as well just play last year's. It's free on Game Pass. Excuse me. You don't have an actual girlfriend? If she has a boyfriend, she likes drinking videos. Well, okay, well, that's the teenage angst for you. That's the teenage angst for you. Tonight we are doing Patrick Star. High streak on Snap. Oh, there you go. Never got into those. Yeah, I know, Snowman. I didn't know this one existed till like 11 years after it came out. Because I always thought there was only the one G.I. Joe game on Nintendo. And then my buddy's like, no, there's two. And he pulled out this cartridge. And I was just like, what the heck is this? And this one came out before the Atlantis project came out. A year before, because I guess Taxan went out of business. If you're not following my friend Snowman, please go drop him a follow, please. I don't stream as often as I used to, but definitely go give him a follow. Thanks, Noah. People still busy with things. Well, that's what happens when you have teenage daughters. I get it. I get it. Life in general. Hey, Bill. And then it pulls in a clip from 2 years ago. It's a really long clip. Unfortunately, Griffins didn't qualify for the OUA playoffs or the OUA championships this year. It wasn't a home run, no. It went to the right to the corner, the left field corner, and then the catcher gets knocked out at home. Player got ejected, yeah, because there's contact rules on the university level. Yeah, so Snowman, we have the cheats turned on in the game, too, just in case you're wondering how I'm not losing health and stuff. There was no way I was getting through this game without some sort of assistance. My skills are kind of lacking. Yeah, we'll put it that way. You got that right, sir. You got that right, sir. That thing was a lifesaver. There was no way we ever beat Jaws or we ever beat Friday the 13th without it. But now the kids these days have got it down to a science. You know exactly which variant you're gonna get when you start the game and everything else. The speedrunners of the game have just like made everything to a science. They'll know exactly how to do everything on the level. They'll tell you exactly what's gonna happen here as far as your outcome predictabilities. We're just trying to get up a level with Gridiron here, and he's the only one that's got the grappling abilities. The Snake Eyes can kind of climb, but not as well as this guy. The music might put you to sleep, sorry. Sleepy, sorry. The new one? Oh, the Operation Blackout? Yes, it's on the list to play very soon. There's a new one that came out on Steam, I think, 2 weeks ago. I didn't get a review copy for it, but that was why I was figuring I was going to do a G.I. Joe week. Because I wanted to get into that one. Well, I'll buy it. I think it's only like 29 bucks. I'll buy it. Plus, we have the Karate Kid I have to play soon, and I have... Oh, we have... That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool, Snowman. Don't tear my passwords online? My sharing passwords again? We didn't have the internet until 1997, I mean, actually. Oh! So you can get through the levels. Well, back in the good old days, back there long, games didn't have save options. There was no batteries in half the cartridges. So you got these really long passwords that were just ridiculous to try to have to memorize. Wait till we play the next one, the Atlantis one. It's got weird passwords. You gotta put specific letters in specific spots. You had to write them down. You had to write them down. Like, to this day, I still remember the Mike Tyson code. For Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. 387-008-000022 something. Something. 4 digits. Yep, well, G4 channel game sheets with exactly. Exactly, that, and you go to the library and you sign out Nintendo cheat books. Or you'd go to the bookstore because you're even too cheap to bother going there. You go stand in the line at the bookstore, write them down in a notepad. You wouldn't buy the book. You just go to the bookstore to buy it, to look at the book and, the note, and write it down in your note, handy dandy notebook. And that's probably where the Blue's Clues little handy-dandy notebook thing came from. The good old days. Oh, man. We liked it. We liked it just fine. You hated Blue's Clues? Okay. Don't need to resort to violence. No sense in resorting to violence here. Now games are finished halfway, yeah, pretty much, or an hour into them. Or they get deemed unplayable by various people. Those check marks are the spot. That's where you gotta place the bombs, Wong. Because you're basically just trying to blow up all the Cobra bases. But since we have the Game Genie active, the timers aren't running down on the bombs. There's no way I would have beat any of these levels. Me, you're learning. There you go. Here we have pro at a game that came out way before your time. This game actually came out in 1990. The company that made it, Taxan, the year after this went out of business, so Capcom hired the developers to make their G.I. Joe game. It came out about a year later. That one's called the Atlantis Project, which is actually a sequel to this, but it's not really a sequel. Which we're going to be playing tomorrow. We're close. We're very close. And back when we used to play Nintendo cartridges, Noah, some games actually had battery backup saves installed in the cartridges, so that we had to, you know, we actually have to, you could save your game progress without having to use these passwords. The problem is, once those batteries started running down, your save function was done. My copy of Baseball Stars, which is a great game, hasn't worked properly since like a year after I got it. So I can never save my progress. So if we were doing a season with my buddies or anything else, it literally had to leave we had to leave the Nintendo on. We had to leave the Nintendo on so we could actually keep the season going. Get it when you're old? Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, thanks. I'm not trying to rub it in or anything. I'm reminiscing here. Having a moment here, okay? Leave me alone. Not that old? Okay. Oh, it's my body. Cobra Strike was on the Atari, yeah. Do you actually know what we have to do in that game, Snowman? Because it's on the list to play. I could never figure it out. Like, I know you kill the Cobra bases and stuff, but it was just never... I never could figure it out. I'm gonna have to fire that up. Oh, and I found Spy vs. Spy. So I do have the ROM for it. So we'll put that on the list at some point. Probably next week. Actually, it might be Sunday. And then next week, guys, there is baseball Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It'll be live. I've been asked to do a couple games in the Nationals, so I'm going to do those. We're not freezing the process. Yeah. And that's the training camp by hitting. Okay. That's why we gotta redo things, Noah. They're not working. Points and hails aren't working right now, so we gotta redo everything. Mix It Up app, whenever they did their last little update, messed up some things big time. So nothing's working properly. Snake Eyes. Sorry, we lost the level. Leader. We lost the leader because I'm not sure what we're supposed to do in this level. Not getting squished. General Hawk's been rescued. I'm gonna grab that phone. Yeah, Snowman, that's the one I was looking at. It's only on Steam right now. I think it's coming to consoles later. Yeah, it's made by a company just out of Sarnia here in town. It's called Maple something. Yeah, so definitely looking at that one. I asked for a review copy, didn't get one, so I'll have to go buy it. I think it's like 29 bucks on Steam, so I'll bite the bullet. I'm a G.I. Joe fan. Maple Power Games, that's what it is, yep. They're just out of Sarnia, which is not too far from here. It's like 3 hours. I've got the Karate Kid game I have to play through still from Gamesville Entertainment. Got Patrick Star, which we're going to do tonight. Got Transformers on Friday. And then I've got the Ninja Turtle kids game coming up next week too, and a party-style Nick Jr. game, which we're gonna go through too. But I think I'll just do that directly to YouTube, so you guys don't have to endure that one on live stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out as you're watching the replay this morning. I was playing this yesterday. Game Genie is on it, so in case you're wondering why we're not taking a lot of damage or anything else, so well, we could get through it. Excuse me. Yeah, it's on the list to play this week too, Snowman, but it's like a 6 to 8 hour game, so I'm gonna have to split it up over a couple days. I have it on the Xbox 360. We've also got, like I said, I have Operation Blackout, which the 4 missions I've gone through, it's taken me like 2.5 hours. Yeah, but we're gonna get through it. It took me like 4.5 hours, but once since the missions I've done, I can actually go through them and turn the cheats on, so it shouldn't be so bad. But trust me, when we play the Xbox 360 version, which from Rise of the Cobra, I'm gonna have the cheats on too. I'm gonna put it on the casuals level as possible. And turn on as many options as I can to get through it, because it's like 6 to 8 hours to play the whole game. A little long for live streams. Or maybe I'll just do them directly to YouTube, I don't know. I might just do them directly to YouTube and just not do commentary. Yes, it is, Linda. Yes, it is. There's no arguments about that one. I remember when we got the review copy of it, I was just like, I think I played it for an hour and a half, and I uninstalled it right afterwards. I was like, what was I thinking? Alright, so I gotta make a phone call, guys. I'm gonna mute the mic for a minute here. Yeah, I don't know how I was not following you before, Lyndon. It didn't make no sense. But there we go. The game is wrapped up. Yeah, I was 100% positive I was following Lyndon before, and then all of a sudden I came in there today and I'm like, why is I'm not following Lyndon? Alright, so that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. We will catch you tonight. We are going to be doing some Patrick Star video game on the Nintendo Switch. You guys have fun. As always, kindness starts with you, so practice it often, guys and gals. We'll see you next time. Exactly, he'll never let me forget it, and I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. See you guys next time.